On the quiet edge of a forgotten Texas highway, a building sits rotting under the sun. Locals don't slow down when they pass it. Truck drivers cross themselves. Kids dare each other to touch its iron gates, but never stay long enough to do it. This is Yorktown Memorial Hospital. Built in the 1950s by a Catholic order of nuns, it was once a beacon of mercy. The sick and the desperate came here to be healed. Addicts were brought here to be saved. It was meant to be a sanctuary, but became something else. Over the years, the hospital became a trap for suffering souls. Patients overdosing in their beds, violent outbursts, a doctor rumored to drink on duty, even a murder inside its walls. By the late 80s, it was closed down, but the pain never left. Now, they say it waits, and anyone who steps inside doesn't leave unchanged. In 2018, 4 friends went inside hoping for a thrill. They came out with something following them. This is their story told exactly as it unfolded, minute by minute. Asterisk, the gates creaked as Daniel pushed them open. Kayla shivered, though it was a mild October night. Marcus joked about ghosts while Brooke set up her phone for the live stream. They'd planned everything. Extra batteries, night vision cameras, snacks. It was supposed to be a night of laughs and scary stories. As they walked up the cracked driveway, the hospital loomed like a dead ship. Windows gaped black and empty. Weeds pushed through the pavement. A rusting sign still read "Welcome," but the letters had faded to brown smears. Inside, the smell hit them first. Damp plaster, rusted metal, something faintly sweet and rotten. The reception desk still had papers scattered across it, old intake forms, prayer cards, a broken rosary. Their footsteps echoed off the high ceilings, the sound sliding back at them like a whisper. The live stream chat exploded with comments. Go to the ICU. Show the children's ward. Did you hear that? They wandered down the main corridor. Graffiti covered the walls, satanic symbols, names, dates. In one room, a doll sat upright on a rusted bed, its eyes painted black. Kayla muttered, "Someone staged it," but her voice trembled. A faint lullaby drifted from the far end of the hallway. It was off-key like a music box winding down. The sound stopped as soon as they turned their flashlights toward it. Marcus laughed nervously. "Okay, that's creepy." They reached the ICU. The beds were still there, lined up like soldiers, dried for tubes hung from poles. On one wall, a crucifix hung upside down. Brooke tilted her phone for a dramatic shot. Chat's going nuts. She whispered, "They're saying they see something behind us." Daniel spun. Nothing but dark hallway. Yet the hair on his arms stood straight. The deeper they went, the colder it became. Their breaths turned visible. The silence grew heavy, like the air itself was listening. At last they entered the chapel. The doors opened with a groan. Inside, rows of pews lay overturned. Candles melted into pools of wax, formed a circle around the altar. A painting of a nun hung above it, her eyes scratched out, her smile gone. Kayla clutched Daniel's arm. "I don't like this. It feels wrong." Then the whisper, soft, female behind them. "You shouldn't be here." The live stream chat exploded with emojis and "Oh my God, run." Brooke swung her phone around and caught a flash of movement, a dark figure gliding between pews. The chapel door slammed shut. The sound echoed like thunder. Brooke screamed, her phone slipping from her hands but still recording. The door wouldn't budge. Marcus slammed his shoulder against it. It's stuck! It's stuck! A shadow rose at the far end of the chapel. A nun stepped forward, or what had once been a nun. Her habit torn, her face pale, hollow. Where eyes should have been were black pits. She raised a trembling hand and pointed at them. Confess! The candles snuffed out. Darkness crashed over them. Daniel's flashlight flickered on. The nun was inches away, her mouth opening impossibly wide. A shriek poured out, metal tearing on metal. Crucifixes fell from the walls, clattering on the floor. They bolted. The door swung open as if pushed by invisible hands. They ran down the hallway, shadows lunging at them from doorways, whispered prayers chasing them. Brooke grabbed her phone from the floor as they fled, the live stream still running. Outside, under the cold Texas moon, they gasped for air. Brooke checked the stream. The final frame before the blackout showed all four of them in the chapel, and behind them, rows upon rows of figures, patients, children, nuns, all standing silently, watching. The video went viral. News outlets called it a hoax. Paranormal investigators studied every frame, but Daniel wakes up at night to the sound of that screech. Kayla won't speak of it. Marcus left Texas, and Brooke swears that sometimes when she's alone editing her videos, she feels someone's breath on her neck and hears a whisper, "You shouldn't be here."